Here we are on Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, the absolute best value in gaming, hands down. I mean, this thing's like $30 a year or something like that. It's insane. Like a couple of dollars a month. Crazy getting NES, Super NES, and 64 all the way up now to the GameCube. WindWaker dropped at launch on the Switch 2 along with F-Zero and Soul Calibur 2. But this game, for me, is the reason why. It is an example for people out there who are consistently doubting Nintendo every generation. This is why they are timeless. This is why people who are stuck in the graphics and look at this game before it even comes out, before you even play it, people are jumping up and down screaming about games. This is why Nintendo constantly bucks every trend and every prediction, because of their creativity and their ability to use technology not for technology's sake, but for creative's sake. So back in the day, they showed this game off at Space World, and it was like a demo of a kind of realistic looking Link fighting Ganon. If you're old enough to remember that, people went wild. And then they showed off Wind Waker again, and we got this Toon Link, and people were kind of like scratching their heads. What is this? What is this? Oh my God, nobody wants this. And here we are, how many years later? And it is still a timeless classic because of Nintendo's adherence to taking technology and using it to create something different. Not photorealism, not, super hardcore violent, just something creative and fun. And I think they nailed it. And here we are on the Switch 2 playing Wind Waker again after all of these years. And I'm telling you, this game stands up to any game that released even this generation so far. It's incredible how much there is to do, how much there is to see, just the gameplay and the way that Link emotes. That was the big thing. That was why they switched to this art style, because Link doesn't have a voice, and Miyamoto and the team, they wanted Link to have more of an expression in the game, seeing like emotion on his face and things like that. And they found out that it works very well with this art style. It even tugs at your heartstrings a little bit more in this art style, playing as a younger Link, seeing some of the characters in their younger states. It just is, look, I'm going to say it, this is one of the greatest games of all time. It really is. Playing it on the Switch 2 is an absolute joy. Like I said, man, popping into that Nintendo Switch Online, seeing this game and playing it again, I'm just blown away about how much there is to see and how much there is to do. I'm used to that GameCube controller, so it takes a little bit of getting used to if you're using the Joy-Con or the Pro Controller on the Switch, or the new Pro Controller 2 for Switch 2. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but they do offer that GameCube controller, and it works on your Switch 2. I would recommend that if you really want the full nostalgic experience. But other than that, I mean, I'm just so blown away that the game that already looked fantastic on the GameCube, right? Here it is, and yeah, it's 4K and all that stuff, but it just holds up so well. The animation, the art style, and the gameplay in this. I mean, a lot of people didn't like, sailing across this wide open ocean. There's a lot of stuff to do while you're out at sea if you want to do those things, or you can just go to those locations. There's some quality of life hacks put into this game that make it a little bit more approachable, and I like that. Of course, you get the remapping of all the controls, and the rewind feature and all that stuff is here. But playing this game, I am just consistently reminded, even as somebody who's been playing games for like 40 years, I mean, it's crazy, I'm an old guy, I'm just reminded as to, like, when I was younger, like in my 20s, even in my 30s, like I'm like, oh, Nintendo, I like them. But, I want to go on this mature system. I want the PlayStation 2, and I want to shoot and kill and run around and play Grand Theft Auto, and all that's fine. But, I got to be honest with you guys, if you're watching this and you're in your 20s or your 30s and you think, like, this is crazy, this is kid stuff, I promise you, I really do, I promise you, in about 20 years, you are going to crave experiences like this, because there is so much copy and paste going on when it comes to video games now, when it comes to these genres that are overdone, the games as a service, the shooters, everything is just so samey that you're going to come back to stuff like this or discover it for the first time and think to yourself, where the hell was I when this stuff was out? This is incredible. And you can experience these games today for the first time or revisit them like I am here. Just looks amazing. It plays really well. This is a testament to Nintendo, to their creativity, to why they're as successful as they are, and why great artists always come out on top. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.